Welcome to the finale.
It's
of
D-Rex.
Maverick Hunter X. Nice topical humors with Jurassic World coming out.
Did I miss something?
Did I miss something?
Chaos Theory.
Yeah, that's Chaos Theory. That's Chaos Theory.
Jeff Goldblum is the shit.
Yeah.
Jeff Bob's
In fact, he was so much the shit that they gave him his own movie. The sequel,
Which was shit.
Which was shit. The only thing I do like it more than 3, and if only because that final scene with the dinosaur in the city was fucking awesome.
I will defend 3. I will defend 3.
I know 3 has its defenders, but me personally, that dinosaur scene at the end really made Lost World worth it. And let me just say, it's better than the Godzilla movie that came shortly thereafter.
Speaking of Godzilla and stuff, I think I said this to Chris the other day, but Japan's making another Godzilla movie for 2016.
Yeah, and you were on the fence whether they were going to do CGI or practical effects.
I hope practical.
I do too, but if the 2015 movie is anything to go by, the effects we do have for Godzilla now are really good. I mean, have you seen that monstrosity in 2015? It's amazing when you actually saw it.
Yeah. When I watched any of the Showa or Millennium series for Godzilla, I always saw it as Godzilla. I never really saw it as a rubber suit.
Well, whenever, the only thing that happens in Godzilla 2015, you see 2 seconds of Godzilla, then it just cuts to 3 hours of the humans. And then when they're about Caesar does not
keep the focus on the monsters. God damn it!
I don't want to watch Breaking Bad.
I want to see Godzilla beat the shit out of some.
More like
Walter
Breaking
White
Sad.
actually dies very early in the movie.
Well, you spoil the whole thing.
Well, I don't need to see it
the movie's been out for a while.
I didn't watch it.
Oh yeah, so funny story about when I saw it. So we had gotten out of school, my school let out a little bit early because we were all done with everything, so they just said you don't have to come this day.
Is there 3 people in your school?
No, the class
we had everyone be done.
Me, myself, and I.
We were all done with our all the schoolwork was done, so they said that you can come if you want, but there's really no point. So, a few people went, I didn't. And me and some friends, we went to the movies to see The Amazing Spider-Man 2, a month after it came out, on a Wednesday morning. It was that Friday was when we were supposed to let out. And so, that Wednesday morning, we went up there, we said, we'd like tickets, and they said, we're sold out. I think the lady at the cashier was lying to me. And then we went to see Godzilla.
But what reason would she have to lie?
I have no idea, but there is no way they were sold out a Wednesday morning on a school day.
Yeah.
Now that you've seen both movies, do you think which do you think is the better movie?
Oh, I still haven't seen Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, okay.
I did like it a
Or do you
lot.
like Godzilla better?
I liked it. Oh, Rhino was the worst part of it for me. Fuck that.
Well, I didn't care for it because he wasn't in the movie at all. So
I'd almost say it's about as bad as Venom in Spider-Man 3.
oh, it's worse if you want to think about it. But he's in the movie for such a short time that you don't care. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, he doesn't even really establish a personality, really. You see him in the beginning of the movie, you never see him again until the very, very end.
It wasn't a problem for me. I mean, he's gonna be in the next movie, whatever.
But if anything, Electro definitely made up for his shortcomings.
Yeah, the good parts in that movie are really good.
Even though it's an obvious commercial tie.
I don't care. I love it.
Yeah.
Flame Mammoth.
You never cut off his trunk with the rolling cutter.
Yeah, I didn't think about doing that. And it's not the rolling cutter, it's a boomerang cutter.
When you do that, you get rid of his ability to shoot oil onto the ground and hinder you. Pretty much, you make the boss even easier than he already was.
Play Mammoth is pretty much the guts man.
Yeah.
Da-na.
But he doesn't have that tight ass.
He doesn't have that, I guess.
Why did Gutsman become so popular among Wily's creations?
Because, one thing, Wily is obsessed with guts, man.
But why though?
Why is that?
No? Sex robot?
I hear it's because that Gutsman was the one of the original Wily. Sorry, one of the original robots that he had the most output in creating. So I think he has the most attachment to Gutsman.
That'd be cool.
That's why he spends so
think
much
that's
time
what-
giving him a sweet ass.
Making monuments to him and bringing his design back all over the place. I mean, remember Gamma from Mega Man 3?
Yeah. It's pretty
Looked
much Guts
exactly
Man.
like it.
And what about the Guts Dozer in Mega Man 2?
Yep.
And then Gutsman being rebuilt in Mega Man 7.
Okay, this
Zero!
is a pretty touching moment actually. Because I love when
Yeah.
you know the hero sacrifices for a good cause.
Yeah, but then again, if the reason is justified, then I think it was well done.
Shouts.
Because if there's a reasonable way around it, where the sacrifice doesn't need to happen, then honestly, I kind of lose some of the investment.
Chiaotzu!
Yeah, Chiaotzu, the whole thing with Chiaotzu really could have been avoided altogether.
Oh, that happened.
Zero, you can't feel your legs.
Yeah, he
No,
can't
in
feel
the
himself,
original-
right?
In the original game, he has blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oil.
Yeah.
No, it's blood.
Oil.
Bloyle.
Bloil.
Blood.
Boiled.
Bloil.
No, I'm gonna
It's
show
blood.
you guys something crazy after this cutscene, alright? You notice how, you know, Zero's missing his legs and arms, right?
Yeah.
It's really strange, but like, you'll see me walk off the screen in a second. I go back, and he's gone.
What?
That clever son of a bitch.
Where did he
That's
go?
Or was
He wa-
he even there in the first
He was
place?
lying all along.
Guys, it's pretty obvious. He hit himself so he could try and repair himself.
Of course.
Nah, he's just... Nah, if I know people, he's doing that just to get the handicap sticker on his car.
Yeah, VIP park, man.
Okay, Justin, I did want
Anyway.
to ask you something. To my understanding, you can play as Bile. How much different is he?
Very,
He's pretty
very
different.
different.
He
2%.
He has like a completely different playstyle.
I haven't even completed Battle Mode yet.
I
I
did.
never played this version of the game, so I didn't even know Vile was.
I did, and it was very weird because he was just so much different. But he's also
Yeah, he was
very
so
fun.
slow, and it
In
just,
what sense is he
none of
different?
his attacks are fun.
Like you know how X has like all these weapons.
Yeah.
He has the same concept, but it's just so different. He doesn't really get them from masters. He gets them on his own. Like he uses stuff like bombs everywhere, missiles and stuff. Now we got Samurai.
Alright.
Look at those eyes.
Final boss of the game. Here's looking at you, champ.
If you
Those
want, you could just
special-
go check out Clement's like let's play of it.
This is the
Alright,
point
now-
where I stopped.
Really?
And
Ah.
also,
Were
if
you
you're
aware
doing
that
what
this was the
Justin's
end,
doing-
or did you just
I actually
decide?
wasn't. I didn't know at the time because I played this before the original. So I made it to this point and I was like, okay, I had enough. I'm gonna play this tomorrow, and I just
Justin?
left it there.
Now,
Justin,
if you do what Justin's doing right now, you can totally refill everything. It's a perfect grind spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Justin,
What?
continue on.
Well, you want to be prepared. You can never be too safe.
All you really need is 3 sub-tanks for a Sigma, or 2. Or no sub-tanks
Yeah.
if
Well,
you're
for the
really bad.
original
but-
Sigma, you
But
mean?
he's being cautious. Sylvester Stallone, is that you?
I really do like Sigma's design of this game. Look at that fucking smoke.
That
That's
chin.
Sylvester Stallone broken smirk.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think this version of Sigma is much, much easier.
Than the original one.
Well,
Yeah.
before we get to Sigma, we had to fight his fucking cat.
His dog.
Dog.
I thought it was a dog, a wolf, I think.
I thought it was a cat because of its tail.
Yeah.
Don't you notice that it howls every so?
I know, but structurally it looks like a cat.
It could be trying to make like a hairball or something. You don't know that.
That's one of his attacks. I never heard a cat howl, making her.
I
I
have.
saw
Furball.
what was Sigma actually planning to do there. I saw what you did to my Mavericks and my forces twice, so I'm gonna sick my fucking dog after you.
Just to make sure. It's all to test X.
Why
Now he
not?
has a lightsaber.
Now, what's more silly, the lightsaber here or the Wolverine claws in X3?
Yes.
X3.
That damn answer. Honestly, I think the Wolverine claws in X3 are more ridiculous than this.
Why does he have a lightsaber again?
Well, the Wolverine claws were
Because
X2,
Star-
weren't they?
Yeah, I was about
thought
to say.
they were X3.
No,
It's
X3
been a
was the
while.
giant kitty
Giant-
robot.
The giant
The
robot.
polygon head.
Oh, you'll see when we get to it.
You mean wireframe?
Yeah, wireframe.
Yeah, that
No,
was,
Wireframe was
that
also X2.
That was X2.
Yeah, but in X3
Okay.
you have to rise. I mean,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the-
that part.
You have the hulking beast and a tiny head.
So, one thing I don't like about the sub-tanks throughout the X series is that, like, it doesn't let you just, like, hold the button. One thing I think they should have added was, like, the ability to just, like, hold the button for a little bit, and then when you release the button, that's when it stops refilling or something.
yeah, that would be a
And
pretty
if
cool
you-
mechanic.
And if you look into the background, you can see the final boss there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're fighting the
Oh,
final boss,
God.
Joe.
So this is what pain is.
There couldn't be another phase to this, right? Like, this is the final boss, right?
No, Mario, there's no second phase to it. What final boss has ever decided to pull a Sephiroth?
Not at all, boy.
Not at all.
Motherfucker.
Hello,
One
my dear
remaining
boy.
little
How would you like
bitch.
another fight?
Now, how would you like your raping today, X?
Now this is cool.
Oh,
I do like this
up
shot
the
a lot.
ass.
Reminds me of
Oh, I do too.
Reminds me of Dr. Wheel from Mega Man Zero. He's just a head in a cone.
That is kind of
I'm
reminiscent
thinking of
of
Mr.
that.
I'm actually thinking of Mr. Freeze from Batman Beyond. It was just a head in a jar. Now, I'm gonna say it, this boss is really hard in the original game. Well, for some reason, I think it's because of the animations in this upgraded version, but I almost think the animations make it a little bit easier since it's easier to tell from the animation.
Yeah, you can telegraph.
Yeah.
And besides, you can do what Justin's doing and completely say "fuck you, Sigma."
Yeah, you couldn't do this
Yeah.
in the original version.
It just seems
But
like this
the
is
original-
easier overall.
The original also had a trick to it. You could stand on the tip of the hand, and you would never get touched or damaged.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a lot harder to do that while you're frantically moving around.
And I think
Yeah,
Justin's
okay.
strategy is much better than this for just climb on the wall and hit him. The
Yeah.
rolling shield. I want to know if you can Hadouken this guy.
No, you cannot.
What
Believe
if-
me, I've tried.
What if you like stand on the tip of his hand and do a Hadouken?
No, you can't. I think it's impossible.
Aww.
Yeah, he's the one thing in this game that you can't one-hit kill with a Hadouken.
Also, yeah, so
You're
I
not
also
trying
searched it
hard
up.
enough.
I think the Hadouken's different in
And
this.
since you have to jump all over the place in order to hit him, it's impossible.
Oh, look, third phase.
If the
Oh.
Hadouken is not the solution, you're not using enough Hadouken.
If Hadouken make a hit, it be a shit.
Oh boy.
And now we
anime
play
cutscene.
Castlevania.
anime cutscenes. I miss anime cutscenes.
At last, Dracula's curse has been vanquished.
And now
You are
X
the Pokemon
ponders
League
about
champion.
things.
And we don't get like the awesome music from the original version here.
Yeah, I miss that so much.
And as X
X
ponders,
is better.
his pondering leads him to believe he should totally kill Zero.
Hey, Dr. White.
Wait, Zero's already dead.
Oh, this is
I
Dr.
have no
Ken.
purpose.
I'm
Alright.
old.
I'm old.
Defeat
You
the
have to
energy
get-
crystals.
Yeah,
Put the
it's
energy
just
in your
meant to
whip,
say
Mega Man.
that.
Watch out for the evil energy,
Okay, so
Mega Man.
so
That's just
Yeah.
the only thing. It just repeats that clip.
That's a good question.
We're hunting Wild Wii for dinner. Anyway, final thoughts, guys?
quiet.
It's a fun game. I like it a lot. It's comfy and easy to wear.
Comfy.
It's like a new pair of shorts.
I think like this version has some pros and cons. In some ways it's better, in some ways it's not, but you know, it's still a pretty fun game in its own right. And as a remake it's totally fine.
Yeah. My viewpoint is that I prefer the SNES version. I'm just going to say it outright. I prefer how it looked. I prefer the music. And I like its challenge more so than this.
Well,
Well, with that said, as
I
a
think-
remake to the game, I think it's perfectly serviceable. Do I recommend it to the first time Mega Man X player?
No.
Yes, of course.
mm,
It's because of its easier interface and bosses. I think it'd be the easier game to get people into the series.
I would encourage to play the original first, but this is a pretty cool game. I do like it a lot. But in terms of remake, I think Powered Up does a better job. But it's by no means a bad game. It's not at all. But they could have done a better job, I find.
I also think this version of the game has better storytelling.
Well, yeah, the story in the SNES game was almost non-existent. Roman, did you say anything?
No, I didn't. I'm worried about ACTs tomorrow morning, aka 6 hours from now.
Don't worry, we're done. I think.
Well, we'll see you guys in the next commentary. Until then, take it easy.
It's really
Take care.
fucking late.